In preparing my notes for this lecture, I had to take a pause to think very deeply. These challenges, it occurred to me that they may look simple, but they are very complex. They are not a black and white solution. I have always been, even as one who helps people in matters of faith and religion, I have always frowned at extremism and fanaticism, both ways, regardless what faith practice you are affiliated with. The moment people delve into extremism and delve into fanaticism, it will usually come with a plethora of side effects. Sometimes you find yourself teaching in an institution where the ratio of, say for instance, Christian to Muslim teachers can be, say, 8:2 or 4:1. At such points, it becomes very, very difficult to be able to maintain a level of neutrality that allows both sides to feel protected and represented. And my apologies if in expressing any of these thoughts I hurt your religious feelings or orientation. Let me apologize in advance.
Thank you for joining us today at Kingdom Secret Rhema. During Apostle's lecture at Harvard University on his paper on religion and contemporary education in Africa.
Number one, religious diversity. Africa is home to a wide range of religious traditions, including Christianity, Islam being the major religious practices, in addition to other trado-African expressions. So balancing the diverse religious beliefs of students, teachers, and communities within the public educational system can be a challenge, particularly in countries where one religion holds dominance above and perhaps against the others. You find this very, very difficult. We have, different countries across the African continent where you have a dominance of one religion, and it's difficult to be able to bring some level of inclusiveness. Number two, secularism versus religious influence. This is interesting. Many African countries have secular constitutions that separate state and religion. Balancing the principle of secularism with the influence of religious groups in public education can lead to tension and conflicts over issues such as curriculum content, school practices, and the roles of religious symbols in school, among many others. I'll stop there. Next, curriculum and textbook content. Developing a curriculum that reflects the religious and cultural diversity of Africa while remaining inclusive and respectful of all beliefs can be very challenging. Ensuring that educational materials do not promote one religion over others or perpetuate stereotypes and biases is essential for fostering a harmonious learning environment. You will agree with me that this is very difficult. Number four, teacher training and professional development. Ensuring that teachers are equipped to navigate sensitive religious issues. One more time, sensitive religious issues in the classroom and to uphold principles of religious tolerance and diversity can be of significant challenge. Providing teachers with trainings on religious literacy, interfaith dialogue, and inclusive practices is crucial for promoting a positive learning environment.
Apostle gave a salient point on the challenges facing faith-based education in Africa, and I would like us to listen to what he said.
Tailoring school policies and practices to accommodate students from diverse religious backgrounds can be complex. Issues such as dress codes, dietary restrictions, observance of religious holidays, prayer spaces, and so on need to be considered to ensure that all students feel respected and included within the educational system. Freedom of religion and expression. I'm listing for you the challenges that plague this quest to interplay and to merge faith and public education. Freedom of religion and expression. Balancing the right to freedom of religion and expression with the need to maintain a neutral and inclusive public educational system can be a very delicate task.
The influence of churches and universities, especially faith-based Christian institutions in Africa. There are states within Africa that frown at the influence of Christianity within secular education, and this is one way that the church could use to influence a generation that is coming up, when we have the opportunity to be able to take the teachings we have and the ethics of the church and the values, the kingdom values we have, and take it to to secular education. There are states around Africa, there are countries around Africa that are even taking over institutions and educational institutions that are set up by churches and make them government owned, So this is what Apostle said.
Ensuring that students are free to practice their religion while respecting the rights of others can be a challenge in environments where tension between religious groups exists. A typical example of this is in northern Nigeria. Now, with all due respect to all the faith affiliations that are here represented, I was born and bred in northern Nigeria, and growing up, we grew up knowing the harsh reality that existed between the two main religions, Christianity and Islam. As children, we played around with one another, we celebrated Christmas, we celebrated Salah, but as we grew, we began to receive all kinds of orientations that cultured us into treading with caution as touching other religions, and we watch sometimes with shock and wonder as the religious rights of many people was trampled upon, infringed, and that reality still exists even today. We've had times where churches were burnt, unfortunately and sadly. We've had times where extremists across boards have inflicted mayhem upon people on account of the decent practice of their faith and their beliefs. We've had people of various faith extracts victimized, even at an educational level. This is a very serious one. Balancing the right to freedom and the need to maintain a neutral and inclusive public educational system can be very difficult. Extremism and radicalization. In some regions of Africa, religious extremism and radicalization pose a threat to safety and security of schools and educational institutions. Inequality and discrimination. Religious beliefs can be used to justify discrimination and exclusion in the educational system. Marginalized groups such as religious minorities or indigenous communities may face barriers to accessing quality education due to discrimination based on their religious beliefs. Parental and community involvement. Engaging parents and community members in discussions around the role of religion is essential for promoting transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. Building strong partnerships between schools, religious institutions, and local communities can help address challenges related to religion as far as education is concerned. Final point, policy and governance. Developing clear policies and guidelines on how to address religious issues in public education is crucial for promoting harmony and respect among students, teachers, and stakeholders. The intent is to deliver an intelligent lecture that seeks to give us an enlightened perspective about the role of faith and religion as far as the African continent and education is concerned. So I think I need to say that so that we do not have people feeling hurt. I know that this is a collection of people with various faith affiliations, and I'm aware that there are many others who are following. I am an advocate of peace and love, an advocate of mutual understanding. I have my convictions as far as the matters of faith is concerned, but I owe it, and this is a principle that I've adopted as an individual, and I have reflected that principle in all that I'm involved with, to be able to show a healthy sense of respect to people's religious orientations while maintaining your conviction.
Thank you for joining us today. I believe the message today blessed you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share for more people, and let us do the work of an evangelist by sharing this message all around the world. Thank you. God bless you.